Hello everybody and welcome to this new interview. We have got Justina here and we are on a flex training day down at UK Detailing Academy in Cirencester in Gloucestershire, and today I really wanted to talk to Justina because I'm sure many of you know who Justina is and what you do, and you've seen her on the Tinternet, but I want to get a first-hand account of your life in detailing.
Oh, okay. Hi.
So, when did you start touching cars?
Yeah, 23 years ago. Oh my God. In 1995, I started and I did the first car.
Wow. And that was I'm guessing that was for pleasure rather than for work, or?
That was for work. It was for work. It was my second job, and I started one day. One day I started with the flex and some products, and I start on Saturday morning.
Thank you.
I never forget this with the like how the
Like that?
back 100.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Audi 100, yeah. Late
Audi 100, yes.
Late 90s.
You can imagine.
No, I got
4
it.
years.
Similarly old car.
Okay.
So, I mean, obviously, you kind of learnt how to detail at home, or how did you? I mean, because as far as I know, you can't wake up one morning and suddenly be a professional detailer. There's a bit of a process. You have to look at some YouTube channels and stuff.
Yeah, it's a process, but I started and I did the first car alone.
Wow.
And in the evening, my customer was happy, and I started. Yes, I can do it.
Okay.
Possibly not on this level where I am now, but from this time was okay.
And you said it was your second job. What was your primary?
It was a car wash.
It was a car wash.
I was owner on a car wash.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
you've got that kind of the experience of the more basic level of car
Yeah.
wash, you would say.
Yes.
And did you find a sort of strange dichotomy where the car wash is always difficult about not scratching
Yes.
paint and stuff?
And then detailing was a secret place.
You're kind of making your own customers, though, aren't you? If you scratch the car during the car wash, and then you can detail it at night.
Yes, and I have a customers, it was a win-win situation for me, and for me it was a place to back to myself. Still, after days like this, I need to go to my studio and
Just have some
it's me time.
peace and quiet. You and the car time, I would imagine.
Yes.
Because you have some interesting cars as well. I've seen a photo, and we'll flash one up on the screen if I can tease it. You have what I thought was a Jeep Wrangler.
Yes.
But it's an old one, so it's before the square light. What generation is that?
1979.
Okay, so 79, 4.2 straight 6, you were saying?
Yes.
And it's completely restored in black paint, lifted with big knobbly tyres and stuff. It's a proper sort of Baywatch vehicle by the looks of it. And you live in Belgium at the moment?
Yes, I live in Belgium.
But you're from Poland?
I'm from Poland. I'm born in Poland, in a small village in the mountains, farm. I grew up on a farm.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And in '93 I came to Belgium.
Why?
Why? The same question why I start to detail cars. It was a holiday. It was a holiday, and from first moment it was the same feeling. It feels like home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm still there.
And so you started from a detailing point of view, that started in Belgium then by the sounds of it, if
Yes.
it's 93, yeah?
Yeah.
And so at what point did you move from doing the car wash during the day and the detailing at night to just doing detailing?
This was exactly 10 years ago.
Okay.
Exactly.
So 10 years ago, so
Yes.
in what, 2009 you became a professional full-time detailer?
Yes, and a GB car detail was born.
Gotcha.
The pink look GB car detail was born.
So you've been working away as a detailer for a decade and more. Now, however, I would say in the last 3 years, you've sort of gone up and become famous and
Yes, and don't ask me how it's happened because I don't know. One day I was there, and more, and I start to traveling from there to there, and start to be interesting.
Well, I suppose, I mean, how do you feel about women in the detailing industry? Because there aren't many of them. So you are quite, there are, I think in terms of getting it out there, I think it's really important that we try and have a bit more sort of gender balance, should we say. But do you feel, I mean, how do you feel in a male-dominated industry? Is that a problem for you, or is that actually...
Yes, for sure. The blondie in a man's like business, what to think.
Yeah, yeah. And how do you battle that?
It's fighting.
Just punch them.
Just punch them. Yes.
That's the way to do it.
So I'm here and I'm professional.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that is important in the industry is to see that professionalism work through across different things. I mean, you're working obviously at the moment as a brand ambassador for Flex, or a trainer.
Yes.
How would you describe yourself as?
A trainer, ambassador. Yeah.
And that takes you everywhere. That takes you America,
China.
Russia. You're saying?
Not yet. But
Oh, you on the screen. There was a big Russian show.
Yeah, but I was on the other wall. I was there.
But not there in person.
No, in person. No.
And so you are sent all over by Flex, and you obviously come into contact with lots of detailers all over the world who probably have their own way of doing things. Where do you feel the detailing skill set is the highest? I mean, obviously you spent a day here.
The level of detail.
The level, yeah, the standard of workmanship, should we say? Workmanship.
This moment, Norway.
Norway?
Norway. East. Holland.
Okay.
Holland. Czech. Yeah.
That's where you feel that there's the greatest skill set.
It's my feeling. Holland starts to be on a high level. In Holland you find some good detailers.
And what about the little UK? Where do we stand in the pecking order?
It's growing.
Growing. That's a diplomatic answer. Are we better than America? That's what matters.
Yeah.
So,
it's
folks,
growing,
we've got some work to do. But and where do you find in terms of you learn obviously how to detail, mostly self-taught by the sounds of it. And where do you feel most compatible? Because in certain countries they do things very differently from other countries, from what I've heard, in terms of methodology, in terms of the equipment they use.
You mean how they work?
Yeah.
The difference.
Yeah, the difference between the different countries. So you're saying in Poland,
yes.
We've spent some time before the camera in Poland, they're big on spending a very, very long time going very
too long time. If you don't like money, then you can spend a long time. They spend too long time, too much details.
Whereas
the level is high, maybe too
high. So it's always trying to do a concourse finish when it's actually just commercial work.
Yes.
Knocking them
out. I do this too, but with some cars.
Yeah.
You need to find the way. When yes, when not. Independent customers, but not every time.
Gotcha.
It is impossible. You need to live it is your business.
And what you're saying, Norway is the best. I want to break it now that I'm an 8th Norwegian, as it happens. But what separates Norway from other countries? What makes them the best in your view?
I don't have exactly answer all this, but their detailing was the first growing, and on a higher level.
Okay, so it's the high-end detailing has had longer to develop there, perhaps, than other places.
Yeah, other places. Yeah.
That's cool. And where do you enjoy most being? That's a different question from where's the best. But where of all your trips that you've had to do, it's been such a tough life, being ferried around on Flex expenses.
Yeah.
What country, when they say, look, Justina, we need you to go to country X, which one makes you happiest?
England.
We win something. No, but seriously.
Yeah, seriously, yes.
Okay, no,
it's a cowboy style, but I feel very well.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's almost convincing as well.
I sleep well, I feel well, I eat well, the weather is nice, I enjoy.
The weather is the England, this England here we're talking about, not New England. Yeah.
No, when I'm here, the sun is shining.
Yes, okay, yeah, God of weather. So, in terms of the detailing industry, where do you think the development is going? Obviously, from Flex, the big movement is into cordless polishing machines.
Yeah, for sure, yes.
From other manufacturers, things like synthetic wool pads are coming back into fashion.
Yes, coming back.
What other trends are you seeing that you think are going to grow? I mean, for example, ceramic coatings. All the rage for the last 5 or 6, 7 years. Do you think ceramic coatings are going to be around forever and ever, or do you think people will go back to waxing or polymer sealants or something else?
It will be growing, but the wax will be stay. The wax will be stay. I don't have idea how will be going with the coatings. I don't know. I don't have idea. The polishing. I'm now behind the brand because we have a system, color system, easy for detailers. The polishes are tested with pads together.
Yes.
It makes sense.
It seems to be. I mean, other
No one brand
companies are
do
doing
this.
that.
No
Yeah.
one brand tests the polish with the pad.
I suppose directly to the pad. I mean, they all have
Yes.
systems. Like repairs have different coloured systems.
Yeah.
Flex have the systems.
Yes.
What's interesting, I'm seeing more and more now, is that Flex, you make your own pads now, don't you?
Yeah.
Am I right on that? I remember we went over to Germany last year and we were
Yes.
talking about pad technology.
Yes.
And I think, you start off as a machine manufacturer. I remember the story before it was even called Flex, and it was an angle grinder. And apparently in Germany, you go into a shop and you say, I want an angle grinder. They say, oh, you want a Flex?
Yeah.
It's like if you go into a car dealership and say, I want the best car, and they'll provide you with a Subaru. So the idea that you're a manufacturer of hardware, now you're doing pads, you're doing compounds, and you're also obviously training people on your cars and on the paint types and using that equipment.
Yes.
And bear in mind, the Flex don't just do car polishing, they do all sorts of things. They make giraffes, for example. I've read about it. It's bizarre. No, honestly, look up Flex giraffes, you'll see what I mean. So it's more of a holistic approach to the industry now.
Yes.
Do you think that is, that's obviously a competitive advantage for Flex, is that we won't just sell you a machine, we'll sell you the pad, the training, and all these different aspects of it.
Yeah.
Do you see, that as a way forward?
The way for yes,
It's
for sure.
I suppose it keeps you in a job, doesn't it? So.
The Flex is in my heart.
What was the first Flex you used?
I need to hold up the short one.
The short one. We have her agent just behind the cameras here.
Yes.
So what is the Flex, the short one?
This is the PE8 -14.
PE8-40.
Yeah, this one.
Which
and it's still working.
Yeah. Oh, the very same machine.
Yes.
Have you had to change brushes or anything like that?
No, nothing. It's still there and work every day.
That's impressive, isn't it?
Wash my pads.
Wow. Oh, it's a pad washing device.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been demoted. Not allowed to touch cars anymore.
No more. But it's still working. Yes.
So, looking at the future, what do you hope to see in the coming years? Are you hoping to do more travelling and training, or do you like to go back to Belgium and with JB and just do the detailing? Where do you envisage your career going from here?
That is a good question. I don't like to leave GB, but I like to find a way between.
Okay.
Between the brands now, between GB and me, and traveling, yes, and I like to give just my experience to people. I'm ready now.
Mm-hmm.
Some years ago now, for the secrets. Now I like to give my experience to people.
Start, yeah.
Yes,
Sharing that knowledge.
share this and make the life easier.
Do you
Just
have
easier.
protégés? I saw there were some of the guys who are here today, they're
Yes.
coming back to do some more training later sort of thing.
Yes.
Are you starting to kind of have that, it's rather satisfying experience of bringing somebody up from here and sort of getting their skills right up?
Yeah, just do it right and from the beginning. It's helpful, and I like to have some like Flex academies. I test products, right? I test so many products. Now I form my brands, and now we can go together, and I can give this to the people.
I see what you mean.
Because I make the test, they don't need to do this more.
So, talking of people, who is was your hero detailer? When you were learning, when you were going up there, who did you go on the internet and watch? Who did you...
My favorite, Larry Casilla, yes, of course.
Larry Casilla?
Yes.
Larry Casilla is your hero.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, we interviewed Larry a while back in one of the magazines, and he's very friendly. We've interviewed quite a lot of people at all different levels, and Larry was definitely...
He's definitely my favorite.
Well, you know what, he owns a Subaru Outback, as it happens, so, that's a sign of a good person. So you've got that, and then in terms of other products, and obviously you don't have to answer Flex to everything, consider, okay, he's not actually listening.
No.
What's your favourite wax?
My favorite wax is Vonix from Brazil.
From Brazil, yes.
Yes, I know the people, the owner of this brand is, and I like the people behind this brand.
Yes, yes.
And it's a story. It's a story behind this brand.
There is. They actually have their own farm for growing the carnauba. You'll know in issue 8 we did an article of kind of a big plethora of kind of different things about carnauba, facts you didn't know. Like it takes 10 years for a carnauba tree to be ready for extracting carnauba, and then you have to wait another 10 years to do it again. So it's quite impressive. And the difference between T1 and T3, where it comes from the fronds. And so these guys grow the trees as well as make the wax, which I don't think anybody else can claim.
No.
I don't know of anyone else who does that.
This is what I like, yeah.
Well, I
For
think
sure,
even Flex, they don't have the actual compound trees, the way you get the compound off, do you?
No.
So that's your favourite wax. And obviously your favourite machine is going to be a Flex. Is there a particular model? What is your favourite? I know a detailer was always going to say, well, I have to be able to use all the machines in the armoury, so I don't have a favourite. But then if you sneak up behind them quietly when they don't think you're there, you'll find them gently fondling their favourite machine, be that,
If you see me, 23 years, the same machine, the same brand.
It's the same brand, but the actual model. What model? If you had one machine, if they said, right, you can only keep
the
one
rotary,
machine.
the rotary.
The rotary.
The rotary, for sure, the rotary. Give me the rotary and I detail the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And actually that is a commonality you notice with a lot of more experienced detailers, is that they always say, yes, there's a place for a DA, and I like using DA for certain things, but a rotary is always going to beat that one. Speaking of DAs, Little Birdie told me, anybody who knows anything about machines will know what the VRG is, or in Flex speak, the XC. Little Birdie told me there might be a new one coming. In fact, Little Birdie told me that one landed in the UK yesterday with your colleague Stuart, who's been put on security detail with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you know more than I.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's annoying. I can't get any gossip out of you then. So, when are we this? Do you have any intel on when it might be coming, and we might be able to get it and play with it?
Yes, and you can see me playing with this machine in Waxstock.
At Waxstock. Well, you heard it here first. 21st of July at the Rico in Coventry. Be there. We keep on saying that, but there's a good reason behind that. So you will have the XC. You'll be playing with your XC at Waxstock in front of everybody.
Yes.
And I'm guessing, have you already used that for testing and stuff like that?
Yes, yes, at SEMA show.
And what, in your opinion, how does it, because the VRG has been out since 2006.
Yes.
So what does the new machine bring to the, because if the machine's been out for 13 years, it's going to be good, and we all know the VRG is good. Well, how is the new one better?
The sound, vibration.
Mm-hmm.
It's, yeah, for sure.
And in terms of power, is there any difference?
And power is the same. You have the same power, but the sound is
It's nice because the current one, it makes kind of a certain noise that is characteristic of it.
Now it's quiet and a vibration for sure.
And am I right in thinking it might be a cordless version?
The cordless, I tried the cordless.
Oh, you tried the cordless?
Yes.
And that's...
was powerful, was nice. I was 2 hours with this tool and I'm happy.
I'm glad to hear it. So, well, I think that's about come to the end here, but you will be coming back to the UK for Waxstock.
Yes.
Are there any other events in the UK that you've got planned?
Not yet. I go to Malta and Spain, of course, where is my other brand, but I'm Swizzer.
Yeah.
Swizzer brand. I bring 2 people together, 2 cowboys, leather painting and a polishing system, and I'm between, and I bring these 2 guys together, and it makes Superstone. We are nice people. Yeah. We are normal. We like to bring easy systems, good price, good quality. And easy, much easier work, much easier with 2 professionals, super professional. I'm just a user of this brand.
And that brand is coming to Waxstock as well, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's been pretty cool. But yeah, another reason. Things I could have edited this before Waxstock, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, and the owner will be there. He don't like, but he need to be there. This brand is going and helps not just me. So many retailers.
What I'd always like to ask is, obviously you're an experienced detailer, and you've had 4 days now in the UK, so you started in Scotland with Angel Wax.
Yes.
You then had a nice drive down through the Lake Country, or the Lake District rather, and I think did Penrith and Carlisle and that sort of thing by the sounds of it, and Kendal maybe. And then you came down to Coventry, so that was probably fun compared to the Lake District. And
Okay.
that was at the iBox with Slim's Detailing.
Yes.
And then you've been training here today at the UK Detailing Academy. And a lot of experienced detailers say the time I know when I want to give up is when I stop learning something. So they're always learning things. Even if you're teaching, you're still learning.
Still learning.
Surprise question, what have you learned over the last 4 days reference detailing? Have you picked up anything from training people or talking to other people? Is there anything new that you thought, oh, that's a good idea?
Now it looks like...
I mean, is there anything that you see that they do in England that you haven't, or Scotland, that you haven't seen being done before, or you thought, actually, that's a good idea?
Maybe not, but it's not so important. The people, the detailers, and because it was not my trip, and everyone was enthusiastic, and they give me so a nice feeling.
Yes.
And this is maybe much more important if I learn something or not.
Yeah.
But the feeling, the energy, and the
positive.
cowboy style, whatever. But it was for me one of the nicest trips.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah.
That's really good to hear. So, I think we'll wrap it up with that. But thank you very much for your time. And as I say, make sure you get to Waxstock. If you're at Waxstock, come and say hi to Justina.
Waxstock, I'm with the...
She'll be the girl. So that's the way you can contact, to be fair. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's not useful. There you go. He's one. Because if it's two, then it's difficult to sync them. Cool. Okay, that's done. That is all good, I think. Oh, I didn't press record.
No.
No, just failed.
No, I kill you.